All right, I'm on hole number 4 of the Riverside tournament, the opening round of the rookie division. In my practice account, just trying to see if my stuff's right. Hole number 4 is Glen Monarch Estates. Hole number 5. All right, this par 3 right here, I'm doing. There's 2 ways that you can come at this. And I'm going to bring, because I don't have a large collection of kingmakers, I'm going to bring a sniper and a marlin. I'm going to do a rough bump on it. There are several ways that you can go at this hole. The other way is you can bring a guardian. You can go straight out. You can start off on the green and go straight out the cup. And there are actually some benefits to doing that, in my opinion. It's not a full backspin shot. You can use probably 6 backspin, so I mean you don't have to have a maxed out guardian to get it done. But one of the things that can happen there is the way that hole is. When you're hitting on this hole, there's a trough that runs right down through the center of this area. And everything here falls down to the trough, and everything here falls down to the trough. So if you hit up on this, when it washes back down towards the trough, you end up, so you hit it great to the right, but it actually ends up great to the left. Or you hit it over here and it hits great to the left, and it actually, once it washes out, it'll end up coming over here and you'll end up great to the right. So when you're on this hole and you make a shot and you do an adjustment and you end up to the right of the cup, and you're like, hey, let's say the wind was blowing this direction, just for this example, then you would go, hey, I took out too much wind. Actually, the way that this hole plays, that may or may not be true. So you really need to go back and watch the video. This is why it's important to record your own gameplay, so you can go back and really watch the video to see where it landed up here and how it responded. Because if it's one of the deals where it washed out to the left, you actually may need to make the opposite. Instead of adding on 5%, you may need to take off 5. Or instead of taking off 5, you may need to add 5. So this hole can be difficult to wash through. So this area here can affect how you end up on the other side big time. If you come in here with a guardian and you do backspin, you can get your first bounce here. You can get your second bounce on the other side of this. So your ball is less affected by this area, and you're going more just towards the cup. Let me take a bag and let's see what the guardian shot looks like. I'll take a bag with a guardian. I will probably have to use a bigger ball than a marlin. Maybe. I'm in max club. I'm at max club with a guardian. Or a sniper. My guardian hits farther forward. I'm going to bring a guardian and we'll see what ball it takes. It may take a 1 power ball to get up there. Let's bring a nav. And I'm still going to do the plus 10%. 1.1 times whatever the wind is. And let's get that chest rolling. Get it rolling. You can do a rough bump here with a Goliath and a Kingmaker. You can do a rough bump with a Sniper and a Marlin. You can bounce over. You have plenty of options there. You're going to be using a long iron, so you got plenty of options if you want to do the bounce over shot. Or you can go right at it with a Guardian. So there's at least pretty much every club in your bag. You can figure out a way to go at this hole. I'm going to be right there. So it's 3.8 divided by 1.1. Excuse me, 1.2. Get up here on the green. Okay, trying to work the wind out. It's 3.4, 3.5 rings. And I'm going to have to snap it off. Hitting it perfect. Right there. So the benefit of that shot, if you're having because that shot right there takes that wobble that you get when you go through the peanut, go through the center area, it takes that out because you're completely bouncing over that area. So you're not letting that area affect. See how when they move it, they're moving their side spin to the right, but it's actually whipping the tail to the left. And they move their tail to they move their side spin to the left, and it actually moves their tail to the right. And so that's because when they're going through that center area, it's going to make their ball move the opposite direction. That was a very slight adjustment. Ring and a half, ring and 2/3. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if they can get it in the cup. Now they were a little off to the right, and they ended up right where, pretty close to where they lined up. I've done that backspin shot on this hole probably more than any other shot. I like that in one-on-one, the rough bump works really well. You can usually get a pretty good look at it, but if I get on this hole with a Guardian, that backspin shot is really, really good. And a 0 power ball would have worked there. I'm going to push my red line back a little bit more. Yeah, I'm worried if you can make this, dude. You better line that up, man. You better let it go by a few more times. Sometimes my opponent's stuff cracks me up. Cracks me up. Yeah, I'm doing a 10% adjustment on this. I'm not sure that I have the right club. I'm in between clubs, so I'm going to go ahead and forfeit. I won't be able to practice my shot. Good luck in the tournament. That was hole number 4 of the Riverside tournament in the opening round of the rookie division. Thanks for watching.